Welcome back to SpadeCardMagic. Today I have a really great beginner card trick. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, a lot of you guys requested beginner card tricks, so here it is. I will be making more of these in the future, so just enjoy. Alright, so the spectator can start off by picking any card. Let's say they pick this one right here. Now just memorize your card, and I put it back in the deck and just give it a few cuts just to lose your card somewhere there. Now the spectator, they can say stop as I riffle down the deck just like that. So let's say I'm doing it like this, they say stop right here. And now I'd ask them if that's where they want. Let's say they want to go again. So I riffle down, let's say they say stop right here. So now, they could have said stop anywhere, but they said stop at this 2 of clubs. Alright, like mentioned earlier, this is a beginner card trick, and it is really easy to perform. So, to do it, there's no setup, and the spectator can select any card. So here they select the 5 of clubs, and what you want to do is control it to the top of the deck. How I did that in the performance is I used the double undercut. So to do this, you want to take the card and put it in about like that, so it's like sticking out. And then what you want to do is just slightly push down and push forward. You don't want this action to look obvious that you're doing it. Just casually make it look like you're pushing in the card, but make sure not to flash. And now from here you'll see the break, and their card will be right below the break. So you want to take about half that packet from where the card is, put it to the top, then take the rest of the cards below the break and put it at the top, and that controls their card. So you want to make sure not to flash like this. You want to make sure to hold the deck in, like twist your wrist towards your body. So once the card is controlled, any method you know how to. One convincer I did in the performance is I did a little bit of false cuts. So this is not needed, but this is just a little convincer just to make it look like the card is lost inside the deck. And now the next part is involving a move called the slip force. So their card is actually on top of the deck, and you want to run your finger down and say to have them stop, but you're just gonna force the top card actually, which is their card. And to do this, you have them say when to stop. This is actually completely free, and one thing I like about this is that there's no breaks required. So let's say they just say stop right here. They can say stop anywhere. And what you want to do is tilt your body more to your right, just to conceal the top card pulling. Here, I'll show you from this angle though. And as you pull this packet up, just like that, you want to have it gripped by these 2 fingers and just hold that top card relatively tight. So then you pull that top card as you pull that packet. And that forces this card like they stopped right there. So going into that a little bit better, they say stop right here. You turn your body a little, but as you turn your body, you tighten your grip on the top card and say that they could have said stop anywhere. And as you do that, you want to kind of pull it up pretty fast, and that'll pull this card with it from the top packet. Just make sure not to do it from a bad angle, like the front angle where they can obviously see. Make sure to conceal that, because if you do it like this, then that's a good angle, and that just looks like you're pulling off the top pack. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on SpadeCardMagic.